Jeff Howard here at Kiteboarding.com. We want to show you, we know it's getting into the travel season and we want to try to help you down. We have a lot of people calling us up and asking us, how do you pack for traveling? What is the best way to do so? Now, learning about the airlines, they're getting into the things. They're figuring out that what we're carrying in here is kiteboards. Now, most of the time, usually, a lot of the airlines, once you get up there and you're actually going to have to pay for your bag anyway, they allow you up to the 50 pounds and they don't have a problem. So always remember, the minimal that you make your size of your bag, the easier it's going to be to get on, or as you would say, fool them, or whatever you want to say. So if you make it easy for them, they're probably going to make it a little bit easier on you. Now I want to show you what we have packed down in this bag. We have the Crazy Fly golf bag over here. This is with no wheels. This is my particular bag I like to travel with, and the reason that I don't like the wheels as much is because it's weight. The weight of those wheels, another 3 or 4 pounds, basically is another kite bar or is another wetsuit that packs you and allows you up to that 50 pounds. So keep that in mind when you decide on a wheels or without wheels. Now, and the Crazy Fly Golf side is one of the lightest cushion bags that we have on the that we sell. That is really, really nice. It's very, very lightweight. It's made to be lightweight, and there's a reason for that. So on the Crazy Fly Golf without wheels, I'm going to show you what I have packed in this bag. It's going to be kind of like the clowns jumping out of the Volkswagen, if you've ever seen that before, because we've got a lot of gear in here. I've got 2 kites. I've got all my gear. I've got my board. I've got my fins. I've got my harness. I've got my pump. Let's see what we got in here. So in the top pocket up here, this is where I just throw in my bars in here. If they're wet or anything else, they're kind of separated from my inner gear in here. So I've got 2 bars complete, ready to go. I've got my full wetsuit ready to go. And inside the bag here, I'll flip it open. Now this is the key to when you get into packing for traveling. When you get into packing and traveling, these compression bags are the magic key to everything. They're very lightweight. The PKS compression bag is becoming very popular, and the reason is the load is dispersed around it. So when you tighten the outer straps, the thin, lightweight material isn't taking the load. It's actually a webbing sewn inside. These are the key to it. As you can see how light and small these are in comparison to the heavy bag that your kite comes in. Talk about a difference there, huh? Big time. So when that comes down to weight and everything else, these things weigh little to nothing. I've got 2 kites in here. I've got a 9 meter and I've got a 12 meter. These are compressed down, not completely, very lightweight, easy. If I wanted to walk down to the beach and only take my kite, it's got a single strap on it. Very easy to pack in the bag. So I've got 2 kites. I've got my board. I got my pump. I got my repair kit. I got my straps and pads. I got my helmet. Everything is in here. My bar. Everything ready to go. So I'm pretty much set up for any wind condition you can imagine. Now we want to show you a few things. When you get into packing your gear and equipment, you can easily in this bag, I didn't grab another board just so you can see everything, but you could easily pack another board in here on top of this. So at each end, make sure to get some kind of foam or cardboard and pack around the tips of your board. The reason is once you start packing this thing down, it starts getting up to taking the weight. What is going to take that load at the end of these bags when they're throwing this around is the end of your board. So get a good amount of foam or cardboard and just fill the end of this. You can also use your harness at the end, depending on how high it is, to kind of pad those ends to make sure the damage. The load is going to go to the ends of those things when they're throwing this bag around. So as you can see, it's pretty simple. Lightweight bag. It's got shoulder straps on it. If I ever need to go down, for instance, on Dominican Republic, when they take you cruising down the way to get down to the kite beach area, throw this thing on your back with the backpack straps and you're gone. You've got all your gear in here. So when you're packing, make sure to take your fins off your board. Fins are things that will cut right through the bag. As well as if you want some extra space, simply remove your straps and pads. We have a pocket down here at the end. Put your screws in here. You won't misplace them. Take them out of there. Get your screws, your fins, everything in the small pocket. Wrap your corners on your board. Get it all the way down. Now if I was going to take another board in here, I would actually pack all of my stuff in on top of one, put the other one on top of it, and compress it down. And everything would be inside of there. It wouldn't take a chance of falling out if they wanted to get in here and inspect. So take your harness, take your bar off of it, or loosen up your strap so you can lay this out flat. I put my pump on top of that so it's not touching my board. Take your kites, throw them in once you have them compressed. Your harness bar, make sure that the pad is touching down on the board, and if it gets compressed in here, that it's not going to put load on your deck. Get your pads in. Fair kit. Obviously a lot more space that you can shove in, and either another kite in here. I could easily fit 3 kites if I wanted to. Once all that stuff is in there, you can use, just remember too, use the padding of your straps and pads to cushion anything around at the ends of the bag, because that's where they're going to take the load. Once that's in, very simple. Put in your wetsuit, bars, and obviously there's still a lot more space in this upper pocket. Here's my hose. What else you want to put inside of here? Once it's in there, take your compression straps. That's what I really enjoy about the Crazy Fly bag. It has a multitude of compression straps around the edges, which reduce its size down to maximum. It also stabilizes everything inside of the bag, which keeps it from sliding around. Once that's compressed, you just got a nice compact bag, and that's how you want to get to traveling. Again, the limit that most of the airlines are going to is 50 pounds. So, could you pack more in here? Yes, you could, but you want to make sure to weigh this. Make sure it's below it. Don't start the fight at the airport. Keep it right at that 50 pounds or just a hair below, and in most cases, you're not going to have a problem at all. That's Jeff Howard here at Kiteboarding.com to teach you how to travel for the coming winter season. Have a good time.